Hello and welcome back to Pure English Talk. I'm your host, Hannah.
And I'm Jake. It's great to have you with us for our second episode. We are so excited for today's topic.
Me too, because today we're talking about something everyone has to do, meeting someone for the first time.
That's right. It can feel a little scary sometimes, but don't worry. We're going to give you the simple words and phrases you need to feel confident.
We've broken it down into 3 easy skills. First, greetings. Second, introductions. And third, small talk. Ready to start, Jake?
Absolutely. Let's jump into our first skill, greetings.
Okay, so greetings are the first words you say. How you greet someone depends on the situation. We have formal greetings and informal greetings.
Right. Formal is for more serious situations, like a business meeting or meeting a teacher. Informal is for relaxed situations, like meeting a friend or someone at a party.
Exactly. Let's start with formal greetings. They're very useful and polite. For example, you can say hello, or depending on the time of day, you can say,
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. These are always safe and polite choices.
they are. Now let's talk about informal greetings. These are much more common in everyday life. What are some examples, Jake?
Well, the most common ones are hi or hey. They're simple, friendly, and you can use them with almost anyone in a casual situation.
Mm-hmm. Hi and hey are perfect. You might also hear people say, what's up? Or how's it going?
That's a good one to know. With what's up, you don't need to give a long answer. A simple, not much, you, or even just hey is a perfect reply.
Great tip. So to recap, use hello or good morning for formal situations and hi or hey for informal situations.
Okay, after you say hello, it's time for skill number 2, introductions. This is when you tell the person your name and ask for their name.
Let's imagine 2 people meeting at a coffee shop. It might sound like this. Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hey Hannah, I'm Jake. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Jake. See? Very simple.
It is. You can say I'm followed by your name or my name is followed by your name. Both are perfect. I'm Jake is just a little more casual.
Right. And after you introduce yourself, it's very important to say a polite phrase like, it's nice to meet you, or pleased to meet you.
This phrase shows that you are happy to be meeting them, and the common response is simple. You too, or nice to meet you too.
So you greet them, give your name, and say it's nice to meet them. You're doing great.
All right, we've covered greetings and introductions, but the conversation can't just stop there, can it, Hannah?
No way. That would be awkward. This brings us to our third and final skill, small talk.
Small talk is the polite, friendly conversation you make about general topics. It's how you start to build a connection with someone.
So what are some good, safe topics for small talk? The weather is a very common one. You could say, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Totally. Another great question is asking where the person is from. So, where are you from? People usually like talking about their hometown.
That's a good one. You can also ask about their job or what they're studying. A simple way to ask this is, what do you do?
Right. Let's hear a quick example. Imagine we just met. Hey, Hannah, nice to meet you. So, what do you do?
I'm a podcast host. How about you?
Same here. What a coincidence. The most important part of small talk is to listen to the other person's answer and be curious. Ask another question based on what they say. It shows you're paying attention. That's a great point, Hannah. Being a good listener is half the battle. But what happens when you need to leave? It can be just as tricky to end the conversation politely as it is to start one.
An excellent question. Ending a conversation is an art form. You want to be polite and leave a good impression. A simple and effective phrase is, well, it was great talking to you. This signals that the conversation is coming to a close.
All right, that brings us to the end of our lesson today. Let's do a very quick review of the 3 skills for meeting someone new.
First, greet them. Choose a formal hello or an informal hi, depending on the situation.
Second, introduce yourself. Say I'm or my name is. And always remember to say it's nice to meet you.
And third, make small talk. Ask simple, friendly questions about the weather, where they're from, or what they do. And remember to listen.
If you can do those 3 things, you will be fantastic at meeting new people in English. The most important thing is to practice and be friendly.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to Pure English Talk.
And if you want to keep improving your English with us, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps us out.
We also love hearing from you. Leave a comment below and introduce yourself. We'd love to know where you're listening from.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Bye for now.